while we're on the subject, let's do some stuff that I got from MAGFest. So I talked about MAGFest in great length at the podcast that comes out Monday morning, but I want to take the time to show off the pickups. So no big ticket item this year, as I've said. I feel like that's what I'm telling everybody. Past several years, I've been getting a game stick, an arcade stick every year. If you look over here, we've got, I don't know how well you can see that. That's the Q1. Got that a couple years back. And then I don't know where the other big one is. Yeah, over here, right here. See that monster? That big $200 thing. So no big ticket item this year. Instead, I got some Atari games. Popeye, which I'm looking forward to. Most I've paid for an Atari game in a while. Armor Ambush, a nice M Network game, and it says it right there up top. We got Amadar, which is pretty cool. This is supposed to be a better version of, I think it's called Spider Hunt. Spider something. Qbert, which I had, but the artwork has fallen off my copy of Qbert. There we go. That looks better. So I got a nice newer version of Qbert, which makes this the first Atari game I've ever bought because it had alternate artwork. Because that's the trap I tried not to fall into. And we got Air Sea Battle for the Atari. I also bumped into Duke from the Cartridge Club, which I regret not taking a picture with him, but he was there hanging out in the vendor area. I got this really nice copy of Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition. I still got the tag on there. It was $17. This thing is in great shape. It's got the book and everything else, and I'm really happy with it. I've wanted to nail down a copy of Street Fighter for the Genesis for a while. I held out because I didn't know which one I wanted to get. Very happy to find this. And this year there was big box PC games, so I got some big box PC games, which is a first. That's never happened on MAGFest before. Well, let's do the first one. This one wasn't from MAGFest. This was a gift that Dorobka bought. He brought me from Germany, which I was super thrilled with. This is MDK, Murder Death Kill, with the sniper helmet and everything. Super cool, and as you can see, it's in German. Super awesome. Thank you so much, Dorobka. I really appreciate it. So this can go with my German edition of Rage of Mages, along with my German edition of Command and Conquer, which I love. Because my goodness, just look at that. Oh yeah. Such a sucker for these. Next, we've got, this is kind of a weird one. I love these old first-person shooters. Heretic and Hexen. This is Hzone, which is user-made levels. 12 new episodes, plus 250 bonus levels, which is kind of cool. Drobka bought this for me, which was the nicest thing in the world. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be like. I don't have my expectations set too high because it's not the first one of those I had. I have D-Zone, although I don't have a big box for it. They did one for Doom and Doom 2 many years back, and that one was fun. I mean, the levels were bad, but it was fun. And then a couple of years ago, I bought Q-Zone, which I was able to play even though this one's still in the wrapping, and this one was Terrabad. Terrabad, brother. Like, you can get Q-Zone off of archive.org for free if you're really into Quake and you want to see what it was like. It's not worth it. Don't do that to yourself. And this one I'm really excited about. Hidden and Dangerous. Hidden and Dangerous. And it has the... Oh, this is kind of hard to do with one hand. It has the clamshell box and everything. Alright. So I had a big box PC game collection when I was 17 years old that I was really proud of. Every couple of weeks, I would take my allowance down to the GameStop because they still sold these at the GameStop, and I'd buy a PC game. And this I actually bought brand new when it came out, which says 1999. So I guess 1999 was a big year for me. I bought Unreal Tournament that year. It's the first year it came out. and Hidden and Dangerous and Quake and a bunch of other ones. So I had all these games, and my mother ended up throwing them out. She threw them out when I was 17, and that's when I moved out of my house. That's not why I moved out of my house, but that was happening around that time. So all of the games that I owned, for the most part, a great many of them became super valuable. The Wizardry Archives, you can't rebuy that anymore. You can, but it's going to cost you a lot. I had the Doom trilogy in a great big box. I had a bunch of games that I'm really sore about losing. And this is the first game, ever since then, that I had back then that I've reacquired. I had this on Steam and GOG, and they gave it away for free on their website for many years to promote Hidden and Dangerous 2 when that came out. So it's been acquired and reacquired and played and played and played many, 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 many times over the years. But I'm super glad to actually finally have the big box PC game again. So this, thanks for hanging out. I mean, there was a time when I said I'd never do a video like this because I'm just talking into my phone. I'm not even going to bother editing this. But on the other hand, it's great to be talking to YouTube again. It feels good. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I fell in love with the Commodore 64 while I was at MAGFest. Fell in love with it. So I've been playing a lot of Commodore 64 emulation over the last couple days, which is ironic because I just picked up all these games. So I would really like to do some Commodore 64 related videos. But we'll see. I don't know. But with that, if you're watching out there, I hope your lives are going good, and I'll see you in the next one.